So you just moved to Canada, just relocate as a newcomer, and you're looking around, trying to adjust, trying to adapt, and you're feeling so overwhelmed. Don't know where to start, feeling confused mentally and emotionally. You're like stuck, right? Is that you? Is that how you're feeling right now? Because in today's video, I'm going to help you to get over feeling overwhelmed, to prevent you from staying stuck and staying paralyzed, feeling trapped in this new environment, not sure how to get started, where to get started, and what is the first thing to do. Now, let's get into today's video. If you're new to me here, my name is Yashika Turner, and on this channel, I help you to thrive as you're relocating, restarting, and hitting the reset button here in Canada. Now, I know firsthand that moving, migrating, relocating, restarting can be mentally and emotionally overwhelmed. How? Because I've done this myself as a newcomer 12 years ago when I moved to Canada, and I felt this same way. Overwhelmed. All the big goals, the big dreams, the big ideas. And I felt so paralyzed, felt so stuck. So let's get right into it. Now, before we get into it, I would advise for you to go get your favorite beverage so you can feel mentally relieved, drop off some of the weight, drop off some of the overwhelm, and just drop off some of the concern and the tenseness and the stiffness in the atmosphere. Just easy. Go get your drinks, come back, and let's have a chat. This is going to be a chat of how you can prevent feeling overwhelmed or less overwhelmed. So the first thing you're going to do is to get out your journal and you're going to start journaling. Why did you move to Canada? What is your why? What do you want to achieve throughout this journey, right? And as you do that, you're going to define, what does success looks like to me? What is your success? What will your success story looks like in the next 10 years? When you turn back the hands of time and you see that new person sitting down overwhelmed, what will you tell them? Right? What do you want to achieve? Really? What does success looks like to you? I just did a previous video on goal setting, but in this specific video, we're going to help, it's going to be a notch up from goal setting to becoming less overwhelmed. Once you identify what success looks like to you, then that's one step closer to feeling less overwhelmed. Because you know why? You're not going to have the mentality of comparing yourself to the Joneses who have been here 10, 20 years before you. So when you know what you want and you develop the pace of getting there, right, being focused, then you won't feel so overwhelmed because you won't feeling like you are behind time. You're new, you're just coming. Things takes time. You have to learn to creep before you walk. So brain dumping, visualizing, and writing things down is the first step to decrease that overwhelm. And as you're going through that list of things you want to achieve, where you want to go, how you're going to go ahead with your goals, look and see, identify, where do you need help? Where along this journey will you need help? Once you identify that, don't be afraid to ask for help. Seek help. Open up your mouth and ask for help. Reach out to people who have been here longer than you. Ask them for help. Ask for guidance. You know, as I'm speaking about that too, I wrote a book, What to Expect When Moving to Canada. It would be a good idea. Go ahead, read that book to get even more mentally prepared, which will help you to be less overwhelmed, right? I also did a whole playlist of what to expect when moving to Canada and things to do when you arrive in Canada. Being prepared mentally and spiritually will help you to feel less overwhelmed. Because you know what? You are prepared. You know what you're coming into. You know what to expect. So you're now going to prepare yourself to face those challenges. The other thing is you need to create a support system, build a network. Having a network and a support system, they will help you to lift you up when you're feeling as if you're falling. The other thing is to have faith. Have faith along the journey. Some of us give up too easily. Some of us are too quick to just throw in the towel and like, you know what, I can't handle this, I can't manage this anymore. No, you need to have faith and have a close relationship with God. When you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling burdened, you need to pause, take a pause, walk away. If it's even an hour or two, whatever the situation you're in that you're feeling so heavily burdened, go and pray. Talk about it with God. Spend some time with God. Read a Bible. Draw for your favorite scripture and just pause and reflect on God. Use His strength. Use His strength to guide you through. You know, at times we are bombarded with so many responsibilities, so many things, or to-do list is so heavy, or wants and our needs are so much, and it can be so overwhelming. But you know what? We have to go to God and present that list to Him. You know, like, God, these are all the things I want to do here now in Canada, starting off with this new journey. Guide me, lead me to where you want me to go. Help me, send the right people to me to help me to get there. Leave it at His feet. Leave them, leave them. Pick them up one at a time. Ask Him, what do you want me to do, Lord? Give it back to me. So when you put all the burdens at Him, take them back one at a time. One at a time. Don't think you can do everything. Rome wasn't built in a day. So you cannot move here and expect to have everything, that dream life that I told you to write down. It takes time. Success is a journey. It's not a destination. And as I did mention in my other video, you know, people say success like speed. I don't believe in that, because not everybody can mentally and emotionally tolerate speed on their way to success. Some might try it and they can't tolerate the overwhelm of it all. Some persons might can tolerate, you know, finding the job, finding the babysitter, going back to school, finding the driver's license and all that stuff at once. But not everybody can do that. Some of us cannot multitask, so we have to focus on one thing at a time. One thing at a time. And try to avoid the spirit of comparison. Stay in your own lane, go at your own speed, and do you. You have to learn to do you, right? So in order to prevent overwhelm, define your own success, write it down, find your own speed limit, stay in your own lane, and go at your own speed. That is my advice for you as a newcomer to Canada, trying to figure it all out. If you need further support, I also have a Facebook group. I'll put the link down below where you can join our group, reach out for support, ask questions, ask for guidance, ask for help, or whatever you may need as a newcomer to Canada. Thank you so much, and bye for now.